Are you talking about in real life? You got a unicorn? Like a pet one? Did you get one for your birthday? Oh. Man. You gotta get a unicorn in real life. That's the real thing.
With guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny.
Why get a car when you could just ride a unicorn to work? Actually, that really wouldn't work, but... I want to play the new class, but like I want to wait till the new season, so I'm kind of just like trying to stay away from the game right now. Because once that new season starts, I'm gonna go pretty fucking hard on it. Is it like a? Is it like? Does it play like the Does it play like the wizard and the fucking witch Awakening?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom
That's
line.
what I figured. When I saw it, it looked like it played like the wizard and witch Awakening class, kinda. I mean, you know, to an extent. But melee, range, weapon, reload speed. The amount you can carry. Because, like, I didn't really want to get too much into the game because Monster Hunter comes out on Friday, and my parents are coming in town, so I'm not going to be able to play much. And even then, I won't be playing much. I'll be playing Monster Hunter as much as I can before the season starts on the 31st. And then, fucking, Nier comes out mid-April, and then Outriders comes out April 1st, and I kind of want to try that. So, like, it's going to be a fucking shit show trying to manage to play anything.
You certainly know your way around a magthink.
Square Enix already charged me for... Nintendo and Square Enix already charged me for each game, so I'd assume they're going to ship it soon. I don't know. Square Enix doesn't usually charge you if you pre-order from their store unless they're going to ship it soon.
Handle bits for a living, huh?
Wow, they actually have females that don't look like fucking dog ass? That's surprising. god. Never mind. Is this like Mass Effect where, yeah. It's like Mass Effect where the only good looking face is the default one. Bro, come on. Why? Oh, so bad. Faces look so fucking bad. Like the hair looks like shit too. God damn it. Did I just fuck up my parent? Oh, okay.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 9%. Skip drive
Shit.
inoperable.
there you are, wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck! Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go. Now, you've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time. You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the... This...
Here before you get yourself killed. Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health. Intruders are not authorized to access the Unreliable's amenities, including the cargo hold's workbench. Marauder, please be informed that the engine room contains nothing of value. Please be advised that using the respecification machine will not make you a better person. Marauder, please be informed the ship has no crew for you to murder. Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Yeah, fair point. I'll let it go this time. If you're looking to help us out with our marauder problem, talk to Constable Reyes over in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? 4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Yeah? You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds. Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed. Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1... all my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees. Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards. Well, if you're gonna go headhunting, talk to Constable Reyes back in town. She pays for marauders by the finger. Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay.
Miss Holcomb, the grease monkey, Argo? Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Ms. Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Yeah, I didn't ever play it when it first came out. I don't know why. It just kind of flew under the radar, I guess.
Hey, man, can we talk? Sorry. Let's talk when you're free. Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
I mean, it was on Game Pass, so I figured I might as well try it.
Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Well, I mean, Obsidian's working on their own. Obsidian's working on like a, I would assume it looks like a sort of their own sort of like Oblivion, Skyrim. But I mean, Microsoft owns the rights to Fallout and they own Obsidian, so I was kind of hoping they would make another New Vegas, but I mean, if they did, I don't think it would be like, it'd be like mid or late this gen when it happens, to be honest. It'd be nice, but
yeah.
I mean, they literally bought Bethesda.
You're an outsider.
And all these other studios like mid-development for a lot of them. So
DeSoto at your service, or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity, and Ms. Holcomb as well.
I mean, Microsoft literally owns some of the best RPG developers in the industry right now. So
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer.
Yeah, I was
single
trying out
words, and
Fallout
sneak away.
76 because it's.
I can't imagine what would be.
I just
so
wanted to
great
try it since it's
drive
been a
into
while.
my
It's all right.
ocean.
I mean,
What is
I
Mr.
would definitely
Thompson
take a
has
new,
to do?
another New Vegas though.
That seems well within your expertise.
The way we do it's by cutting off power to the others. The ones who left.
Adelaide McDevitt's encampment. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together.
I think they need
Send
to
the
go.
power to
I think with
Edgewater
the next
and convince the
Elder
deserters
Scrolls, they need
return
to.
the fold.
They need to go back a little bit RPG heavy, like with Oblivion or even Morrowind style. But I think for me, like the combat needs to get better. I think the biggest thing that I have an issue with is that I like Skyrim, but the combat could definitely use some improving.
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted.
It's kind of how I
by
feel like
robbers
about
who have
shooters
overrun
right
the
now.
property. Should you fare better
Like-
than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Doom Eternal's by far like so much better than any other shooter on the market, and I'm kind of hoping that it kind of convinces other developers to make their shooters a little bit less fucking boring. Because I think the problem with a lot of shooters right now is they're just fucking boring. They're very static in the sense that you're just basically still on the ground, just walking around like shooting, and there's not much to it. It's just still the same old shit.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. Glad we see eye to eye. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Like how the next BioShock is still basically unknown at this point. I mean, I've been wondering what they've been going to do with BioShock for like years, and it just kind of been, it's been sitting and sitting. God damn, that's far away. What about these other quests? That one's far away. That one's not far away at all. Let's go collect bounties first.
When I was little, we'd get freighters.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Yeah, I mean, the problem too is like the live service aspect of games. Like, you would think with like how bad Anthem and like Marvel's Avengers and some other games have been doing that they would maybe kind of steer away from it, but you know, my problem is like games want you to fucking spend like 50 hours a week playing it, and it's unrealistic. Like, I don't have time to fucking play, like, 6 simultaneous games that want you to log in every day and do quests every day and then, you know, like, have to get rewards every day. It's just, it gets fucking annoying. I don't even play competitive games anymore. I just don't like them. I just don't care for competitive games anymore. I just don't have the patience for them. I think Battlefield will legitimately be the only competitive game this year, or whenever it comes out, that I'll probably take seriously. Beyond that, I just don't care. I'd rather just play single-player games or like MMOs or something, where I don't have to play PvP.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? Silas knows, doesn't he? That's
Like, it's hard too, because like,
wants me to pay up. He knows.
Monster Hunter comes out this Friday, and then Outriders is going to be free with Game Pass, and that comes out April 1st. And then the remake of the first Nier game comes out, I think, mid-April. So, I mean, the good thing is that there's going to basically be like no games this summer, because a lot of games are not going to come out this year. So it'll give me time to catch up on stuff.
I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it. Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
But, I mean, I think the thing with, like, this gen is...
working for Abernathy.
I think Microsoft's gonna pull a Sony, like what Sony did with the PlayStation 3, where I think Microsoft's not gonna sell as many consoles at the beginning, but I mean, the amount of developers Microsoft has now is really fucking crazy. I mean, they're apparently the rumor for a while is that they're gonna buy Sega, which would be actually kind of interesting. I wouldn't be too opposed to it either.
Cut my own hair.
It just means all the games are going to be on Game Pass also.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. With what? My own blood?
Yes.
Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do.
His head.
Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged.
I'm supposed to find out now? I don't know why the moon is like weird like that. Whatever. I kind of want to do this one quest because I don't know if I don't know if there's timers on this stuff. But yeah, I think the other thing too is that like Sony's doing such a piss poor fucking job with their backwards compatibility that it's kind of embarrassing, honestly. Like Microsoft's completely just ass stomping Sony in every single way when it comes to backwards compatibility.
On my way. Heading back. I'm on my way.
I think the thing is that Microsoft had more to lose. Because this happens every gen. Like, whichever company has more to lose or is usually doing worst is the one that tends to be a little bit more progressive. Because, like, Microsoft was pretty kind of, like, blunt-headed when it came to the 360 era. And they were, like, super just kind of, well, we're not going to do much. We pretty much own the market. And Sony was the one kind of pushing it. But now that it's kind of turned, Sony kind of just obviously doesn't care. And the same shit's gonna happen. Microsoft's gonna end up probably selling more than them. Oh shit, I didn't even pay attention to these guys. Wow, that is... okay. I didn't realize you die that quick. My aim was terrible. It's alright. This gun. I literally walked right into that. Alright. it's hard to... Like, if I play shooters on PC for a while, and then come back to playing, like, consoles, it's not bad, but... Like, when you only play MMOs for a long time, it's really fucking hard to get adjusted. Because MMOs don't require you to be, like, really that precise, so... You can kind of get away with not really giving a shit half the time, and it just kind of bites you in the ass. These guys do some serious damage, though. Oh, I didn't even see the explosive.
Huh? Come out! Watch out!
Oh fuck, that dude's fucking shit brick house. Dude, these guys are ridiculous. Holy fuck. This is like... God damn, what the fuck? I didn't realize the enemies do that much damage. That's fucking crazy. Alright, well, we'll try this again, I guess. Why would you run out there? No, why are you running? Why is the AI just running out there? Can I make her not run out there, or is she melee? Is that why she's running?
Be right there.
Can I give her a different weapon so she doesn't, like, run out like a fucking jackass? No? Okay. How's it going? I mean, it's crazy, like, he's fucking just tanking my health. I feel like this pistol's probably not the best thing to use against him either. There we go. Didn't even drop anything. Yeah, this pistol wasn't very effective. But my armor is kind of shit. Like, I got fucking clapped by a couple bullets. Trespassing. Wait, that's a criminal activity? Isn't this an enemy town? I guess not. Oh well.
Don't mess with us. Nicely done.
I'm so used to the like Fallout style of picking locks. Ooh, a sawed-off. Ooh, an assault rifle. Let's see, I got a revolver. I got a hunting rifle. Oh, that's not even close to that much damage. A sawed-off is 173. Oh wait, I already had a sawed-off, duh. 215 for an assault rifle? That's pretty good. See, like, these regular guys aren't too bad. It's just the fucking gang leader is, like, a bitch.
That's the last of them.
I mean, this game feels like more of like a kind of a toned down version of Fallout. But it's a little bit more self-contained, so it might be better. I'm not sure. I don't know. I've only played like an hour of it, so... Oh, shit. The shotgun's pretty butthole. It's a really bad shotgun. Dude, what the fuck? I'm gonna die.
Weak! So weak!
Are these weapons supposed to be this bad in this game? Like, they're really bad. I mean, this is pretty fucking bad. It's just the... I think that pistol... I need to get a better weapon. That pistol's pretty fucking garbage. Hell, the shotgun's pretty bad, too.
We made it.
Big fish. Bard. Oh, is this dude just sitting on the ground? Like, what the fuck? Oh. A note to self, shoot him in the head. Oh, I thought I died. It's like Skyrim when you get hit by a fucking, when you get hit by a giant and you fucking fling in the air. Oh, vending machine. Well, we got some better armor. How much is that? 300? I don't even have close to enough. Okay, so... How much did I make from that? Did I sell that or did I like literally remove it from my inventory? Oh, that's what it did. Oh, I can't sell because I gotta hack the vending machine. That's right. Let's see, how do I repair again? Oh, I have to go to a bench, don't I? What's that? I keep forgetting I have points. So I should probably put more points into my weapons and defense. Well, let's see. Melee I don't really bother with. Dialogue for sure. Stealth. Doing leadership. got 2 in defense. And 1 more in there. Seems like this game has a weird difficulty spike.
Here they come!
Uh-oh. Get it!
Wow, not even a scratch.
Oh, I got a helmet. Is there inventory space? Oh, I have plenty. What's a bolter pistol? I don't know what the red means. Is that like an elemental? Oh. Okay. I kind of want to turn down the difficulty so I'm not like trying to stress about this fucking game. I just don't really care that much.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got it.
Wish we had some better rations.
Hey, I need to talk to you.
Oh, I can't take that.
You wanna mingle, go try the cantina.
Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting.
Sweet life-giving nostrum. The first hit's always the best. Scratched together all the bits I had around the domicile. It ain't as much as you deserve, but it's all I got. You really sprat me out? For what? A couple of extra bits? Here, take it then.
Gimme. Where is
You're not a big
Where's
deal,
like a
are you?
repair?
What?
Only the part.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
This is where the magic happens.
Oh, there we go. Let's see. Didn't it say a diamond is better quality? So I need to sell that to a merchant?
Well, science. But it still happens. Hey, that's...
Oh.
I mean, if you need it. Okay.
Oh shit. Where's the merchant?
I don't know you. Amelia Kin, Spacer's Choice Beverage Dispenser. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here. Am I that easy to read? Yeah, we've been having some problems lately. Loyalty issues. Lines in the sand. I know where folk in Edgewater stand. But you, I don't know you. If you're gonna have a drink, I'd like to ask that you do it within the premises. Can't have you taking drinks over to those deserters. Coming right up.
Okay, so are you gonna buy my weapon? Sell for 18? That's it? Fucking ripoff. How is 18 bits? Man. I didn't want to do that.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
So, do they all use the same type of ammunition? What is that? 201? 221? Yeah. I think it's different. Wait, why is that one? What? Oh, I see. Wait. Where's that level 2 pistol? Oh, you have the level 2 pistol. You fucker. Distance. Weapon. Ranged. Mode. Offensive.
Wish we had some better rations.
Oh, I almost forgot. We'll get you mostly... Coming right up.
What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene. Go ahead. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame. Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching. Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us. We're a sensible people. What can I do for you? Go ahead.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable. Not half as awful as the bill Eugene left us with. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism. When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room. That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
What can I do for you? What can I do for you? You know about Eugene? How? You probably heard it from one of our local gossip mongers. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees. I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU. Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation suit? Yeah? What about him? Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this about? Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead. Let me know if you find anything. Yeah? Grave digging's a fine... You run into it. Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A, for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see? And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another. Yeah?
I used to skip rocks in the river till Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I think she was jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks her own self.
Ready for this! Here they go!
That's the last of them!
Any progress on that matter we discussed? Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this... French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted. Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Free spiritual counseling, someone to watch your back, not to mention a grown-up in the party.
I'm 28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well. Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Processing.
I always wanted to poke around in here.
Here we go!
Defensive measures engaged.
Hit it with something else!
Mr. Thompson said to talk with Miss McDevitt before doing anything here?
Systems.
Here they come! Get past that armor! Cut 'em off. Down they go!
Wow, you got that?
Halt. Beginning security. Processing. Sweeping speed.
Go away, Phantom! No, 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 just leave me alone!
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
That's the last of them.
mode vault. Performing in area.
That's the last of them. We're pretty good at this. Nice one.
That's the last. Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, listen. Sorry, I know you're in a hurry. I know you want your power regulator and all. I just feel like we should go talk to Adelaide. If we're gonna kill her power, least we could do is give her people a fair warning. Oh, well, thanks. I mean, you're welcome. I mean, I appreciate you hearing me out. Something you need? That's on account of how I never met her. I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. Could be. Reckon I'll never know. You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vickers says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vickers sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. Well, look at you, buzzing around the Aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Appreciate it. Honest.
Oh, gosh. If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip him out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it? Is that right? I'm dying to hear this. Please, educate me. Liberating? Edgewater is my home. The only home I've ever had. I put down roots here, gave decades of my life to this place. I never asked to be liberated. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you. Apologies won't give us our lives back, but for what it's worth, I am sorry too. Edgewater's dead. Our cannery's dead. Adelaide's deserters are never coming back. Spacer's Choice will shut us down before long. Some of us will die of illness by then. Some will move on. Some will starve. And as for me, I will tender my resignation, whereupon I shall be processed and then duly imprisoned for gross incompetence.
We made it! Nice.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways. What, you mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. And no serial dramas. I've been thinking about going back. I just gotta know if Lord Cavendish really is the masked marketeer. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to. I'm great at clarifying.
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands. Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.